Today we are opening up the viewer email inbox to see what's on your mind and answer some of your money questions. Joining us this afternoon, money and business expert Derek Kinney. Derek, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure, Jason. Great to see you.
How was that for nice? See, I can be
It was
nice,
very
guys.
nice. I want to validate your niceness.
Thank you for that, Derek. I do appreciate it. So this is always one of my favorite segments because it's great to hear what's actually on people's minds. So let's just dive right in here. We got Carl in Grand Prairie who is up first here today, Derek. He's asking, several of my friends are taking Ozempic to help them lose weight. Is that an investment opportunity? And if so, how do I take advantage of it?
Well, it certainly could be a great investment opportunity. Keep in mind, so many people are using this. There's a consumer trend that you could buy into. Here's the caution I would have, though, is when you buy individual stocks, you're placing chips on one bet and giving the wheel a spin, hoping it does well. That stock, by the way, is Novo Nordisk, and there's a competing company, Eli Lilly. They're both in that space. What I would suggest you do is if you were to buy some of the stock, you could do that, or buy what's called an exchange traded fund that invests in several different companies to diversify your risk. But it's definitely a trend to keep a close eye on.
Yeah, and it's probably not going away anytime soon from what we can see right now. All right, Derek, Johan in Fort Worth sent this email in saying, I just paid off my last high-interest credit card. Big congrats there, Johan, by the way. And then Johan says, what should I do with the $500 a month I now have available that I was paying toward my debt?
Well, what you want to do now is put that into a safe place, ideally your checking account, build up about 6 months of committed living expenses. And the purpose of that is if an emergency comes up, the AC goes out, a home repair occurs, you've got cash now and don't have to put it on the credit card. But again, if you want to put it on the credit card, just pay it off in 30 days. That way you're using other people's money. And then as you build that up, now expand that into your short-term investing portfolio. And also think about ways to have it grow, possibly in some exchange funds, individual stocks for the long term. But the key is to save it and have it work for you.
Oh, it sure is nice to get that debt moved out of the way and actually start working for yourself, like you say there, Derek. Sherry in Plano emailed, how aggressively should I pay off my house? I have a 6% interest rate. I always like your advice. I like that little ending there. But, you know, so many people are in that boat, Derek, where they've got those higher interest rates than what we've been seeing in recent years.
You know, if this is a very personal decision, Sherry, here's what I would think about is if you really lose sleep at night worried about having debt, I would more aggressively pay the house off. But if you look at other investments as could you earn more money than what 6% is doing in the market or in other real estate, then don't pay it off. It's so individual, and I find that whatever helps you sleep at night and enhance your quality of life is going to be the best way to go. But all things being equal, it's probably best not to pay it off. Use that money, put it somewhere else where it could earn greater than 6%, then take those gains and use that to pay off the house down the road.
Okay. Let's head to Richardson now, where Heather wrote in, a friend is asking me to loan her $10,000 to start a business. Uh-oh. I'm worried about mixing friendship and money because both might not end well. What should I do? Derek, jump into the middle of that drama.
Yeah, Heather, you got your finger on the pulse there. Oftentimes, the friendship and the money both go away in this situation. Here's what I find is very effective. You want to insert a third party into the discussion. Let Heather know, look, this sounds interesting. Let me have you run this idea by my financial advisor or by my attorney or by my CPA. I rely heavily on their guidance, and what they say I will probably follow. What that does is it preserves the friendship. It lets someone else take the responsibility and also be the bad woman or man in the situation to protect your $10,000 if it's not a good deal for you.
Great point there, Derek. You don't want those friendships to go south and to lose your money in the process as well. Derek, thanks as always for doing this with us. Really appreciate it every time.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jason.